Dear students, welcome to Bioratna. My name is Chandana Sengupta. Today we are going to discuss the topic Mendelian Disorders. Students, the disorders, they can be broadly classified into two. One is Mendelian disorder and another is chromosomal disorder. What is the difference between two? First, try to understand that. This Mendelian inheritance is due to alteration or mutation in a single gene. Then accordingly the gene will behave, the alleles will behave, and it will bring out the same, it will follow the same Mendelian law of inheritance. So this is Mendelian disorder. Fine. Now what is chromosomal disorder? These chromosomal disorders, they are due to either extra chromosome or less number of chromosome or having some abnormal segment into them. Abnormal means the one which is not theirs, having that abnormal segment in them. Then due to this extra chromosome or less chromosome or having something which do not belong to them, then they gives rise to this chromosomal disorder. Some of the Mendelian disorders, some may be dominant or some may be recessive. Some are dominant, some are recessive. At the same time, some are autosomal. Autosomal means they are situated on the autosomes. So some are autosomal and some are sex linked, present on the sex chromosome. So let us start first with Haemophilia, which is a recessive X-linked, sex-linked disease. You have to remember all these points now, whether it is for your MCQs, whether it is dominant or recessive, what is the reason for this disorder. Fine. So let us start with Haemophilia. Haemophilia, first point is Haemophilia is sex-linked recessive disease. The gene is present on X chromosome and it has no allele on Y chromosome. It has no allele on Y chromosome. What happens in Haemophilia? You know that whenever there is any cut, any injury, then the blood starts coming out of the body. After some time it stops. Why it stops? It stops because there is a clotting. But in case of Haemophilia, the blood does not clot and so there is continuous bleeding. There is continuous bleeding which does not stop in any injury. Why it happens? Clotting of the blood, many factors are required. One of the factor out of the cascade of factors, out of the cascade of proteins which are required, one of the protein is missing. One of the protein out of a cascade of proteins which are required for the clotting of blood is missing. That's why the blood does not clot. Fine. Now what next? let us see why it affects the male more. Okay, it is present on X chromosome. So, and this is recessive disease. These two things you remember, na? So this is X chromosome, and this is the X and Y chromosome. So if the diseased allele, it is a recessive one, and we will take small h for hemophilia. So if the recessive gene is present here, fine. Agar when the daughter, it receives one from mother having the dominant allele, which does not allow the disease to occur, and she has got one, the recessive allele. Still she is not affected. She is protected because she is having two X chromosomes. She is the carrier of the disease. Whereas now when this girl, this daughter, she is giving birth to a son, then that son which gets this one, this X chromosome, not having the recessive allele, then that child is blessed. But if the child gets this one and the X chromosome, then the son is carrying, this X is carrying the disease recessive, that allele which causes hemophilia, and as there is no allele on the Y chromosome, so no one to protect. That's the reason why the male child is more affected. This is one very important point from which many questions are asked. And the problems which you have to draw, that also helps you when you understand this thing. Now, what is criss-cross pattern of inheritance? That also you need to see. What is the criss-cross pattern of inheritance? See, this is a lady which is not having the allele for the disease. This is the father which is having this allele. So the girl child is the carrier. Girl child here, she is the carrier, and the boy, he is not affected. Not affected क्योंकि उसको mother से X मिला और उसका अपना Y है. This generation, the female is the carrier. In this case, when only the father is carrying the recessive allele. Then when this girl, this daughter, when she has children, then what will happen? This daughter is carrier. She is not having the disease, but she passes the gene to the sons only. क्योंकि लड़की के पास अगर ये जीन गया भी, then the girl is protected by this X. So the boy is affected. This is the affected one. This type of pattern where in one generation the daughter is the carrier, not affected. The gene is passing from the father to the daughter, then the from daughter is not affected and but is a carrier. The disease passes to the next generation, the grandson of this person who is a male. This is called criss-cross pattern. So this disease is found in the Queen Elizabeth family. Queen Elizabeth family, because she was the carrier of the disease. So then it has come into her family, and many are affected with hemophilia. So let us solve the problems on hemophilia. Case 1 given to you is that there is a normal female and affected male. We will solve it. Let us take the next case. Now let us take the normal male. Fine. This is the normal male and the female is carrier. Female is carrier. Fine. Next, the third one, very rare, but the third one where the daughter can also be affected. Hemophilia itself is a rare disease, and this condition is very, very, very rare, where the father as well as mother are female. Maybe the mother may be affected or mother may be carrier. So let us take mother is carrier and father is affected. Means here we are taking a case where both of them are having the recessive allele. दोनों के पास एक X है. मदर के पास और एक केस आप ले सकते हो, चौथा केस ले सकते हो. इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है कि फीमेल कैरियर नहीं, फीमेल को भी आपने अफेक्टेड बता दिया. What here we want to see is that both the parents are having the allele. So these two X, when they come together, then the girl child may also get affected. The point, now we start drawing now. The point to remember is, as this is sex linked one, तो वापस जाइए कहाँ, मॉर्गन में. तो आप लोग वहाँ पे कैसे बनाते थे, पूरा क्रोमोसोम ड्रॉ करते थे ना. नो, दैट्स नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. आप यहाँ पे नाम लिखिए. फॉर फीमेल यू हैव रिटन XX एंड फॉर मेल यू हैव रिटन XY. बिफोर गोइंग टू द सीइंग द केस हियर, फर्स्ट यू राइट दिस वन. पहला स्टेप खत्म. XX और XY लिखने में तो बहुत दिमाग नहीं लगाना है. अब आइए वापस, नॉर्मल फीमेल, इसको आप ऐसे ही छोड़ सकते हो या दोनों के ऊपर कैपिटल H लगा सकते हो. एफेक्टेड मेल, Y में तो एलेली है ही नहीं, Y को या तो आप छोड़ दीजिए या Y के ऊपर में एक माइनस लगा दीजिए. एंड द X इज कैरिंग द रेसेसिव H जीन. सो व्हाट आर द गमीट्स? हियर इट इज X, and then here it is XH and Y minus, Y minus. Fine, Y minus. So now this is XH. That means what is it? This is the carrier daughter. This is carrier. The next one, come here. This is XY. So this is normal male. This is normal male. Now take this one, XH. So this is the again carrier daughter. This is the carrier daughter. And the last one, this is X and Y. X and Y, that means this is the normal male. This is normal male. So you will be given this problem, then you will be asked कौन सा कितना % है या कौन सा कितना रेशियो में है, बताइए. Simply you have to draw like this और उसके बाद आप निकाल लीजिए कि कितना रेशियो है या कितना % है. % पूछा है या रेशियो, इसका ध्यान ज़रूर रखिएगा. अब आइए यहाँ पे नेक्स्ट में, लेकिन पॉइंट्स फॉलो करते जाइए ज़रूर. अगेन यू आर राइटिंग, फर्स्ट यू राइट XX एंड हियर यू राइट XY. फीमेल इज कैरियर, ऑन एनी वन X यू राइट स्मॉल h. मेल नॉर्मल है, छोड़ दिया आपने. नाउ हियर द गमीट्स, ओनली वन इज कैरिंग द डिजीज्ड एलेली, अनदर इज नॉर्मल. हियर बोथ आर unaffected, good genes. So what about the children? Let us see. See, this is XH and X. This means this is again the carrier daughter. This is XH and Y. बस इसकी तो बदकिस्मती हो गई. Only one X, that too diseased allele. That means this boy is affected. Next, X and X. So this was carrier female and this is the normal female. This is normal female. And the last one, this is XY. XY means this is normal male child, normal boy. Fine. Again the questions can be how many were normal, what percentage of boys were normal and affected, what percentage of were carrier girls and normal girls, like that. पहले तो ये बनाना एक दो बार प्रैक्टिस कर लीजिए, बिल्कुल ही मुश्किल नहीं है. Now the last, here everywhere you are seeing that only the boys are affected. Girls, even if they get the gene, they are the carrier because they have one more X to protect them. Now we will see the case 3 where the female is also affected. This question is often asked and then you will be given option. In this case she will be diseased. So in one of the option will be both the parents have the recessive allele. So draw this one. This is XX, then XY. Female carrier तो एक ही पे बनाइए. Male father affected, it is having only one X, and then the gametes. You have drawn the gametes. Now join the gametes to form the ऑफस्प्रिंग्स. पहले ये लाइन बना लें, ये ज़्यादा आसान पड़ता है, तो ऐसे कर लीजिए. यहाँ ऐसे ये डू दिस वन. सो दिस इज XXH. सो दिस इज द करियर डॉटर. दिस वन X and Y. So this is normal son. Next XH. Here we got it. This is the rare case, rarest of rare, but it is possible. It happens when both mother and father both are hemophilic. So this is affected daughter. This is affected daughter. And the last one, this XH small and Y. So this ये तो boy है, so this is affected boy. This is affected boy. That's it. Done. All these 3 cases, इन तीनों को आप ड्रॉ करके बना के देख लीजिए. उसके बाद हीमोफीलिया का टेंशन खत्म. उसके बाद हीमोफीलिया का टेंशन खत्म है ना. So it was a recessive sex-linked gene where the recessive disease-causing allele is present on X chromosome. That's why how it affects the daughters differently and the sons differently, that we have seen. Now let us move to the next disease, that is sickle cell anemia.